Okay, we got a new video today, obviously. It'd be weird if I uploaded an old video. We've got Mark here from Mark's Camera Crisis.
Mark Bennett's
Camera Crisis.
My God. I'm glad to be able to give Gerald a little boost in the ratings
Double N, double T, right?
Double N, double T, that's right. Get it right.
You're going to have to spell it perfectly because of how poorly optimized it probably is in YouTube search, right? I'm just kidding. Mark's got a great channel. If you've never seen it, which I'm sure you probably have, it's great. Go check him out. You get like a Newfoundlander yelling at you way too fast, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, today we thought it'd be fun because Mark's channel focuses maybe a little bit more on the budget side.
So Gerald is calling me cheap. He thinks I'm a cheap son of a gun.
That's right.
But he's right. I love a good value, you know? Listen, look at me. I can afford anything. I can afford what I want, you know? That's just, we got money going on my butt. But I still have the feeling that I need it to be a good value.
We're gonna go to the local camera store. I live in London, Ontario, Canada, and there is a camera store here called Camera Cont'd.
That's right.
They distribute like wide, but their main office is here in London, which is where they keep all the cameras.
That's right.
Looked on their website for all the cheapest ones I could find that would be that you could actually shoot video with.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I'd let you choose, and then we'll see what we can do with it.
All right.
Does that sound like a fun idea?
No.
Okay. So first up, we've got, this might be the more expensive one, but I just chose it because it said Pentax.
Yeah.
It's a Pentax KF. It's a DSLR, and it comes with a bonus 35mm lens. Yeah. That's $929. All these prices are Canadian, so I don't know. Divide them by 2 if you want like US.
Like $30 US.
Yeah, I think it's like, actually, for people who want to know, I think it's more like a 1.33 something. So this would be, $700
$700
US. Next up, we have a Nikon Z30. Now, I figured you might know something about this. I've never done this camera.
Yeah.
What do you know about this? Have you done a review or anything?
I have. I own this camera.
You own this camera?
Yeah, it's
well,
good.
then we can't do this one.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Have you ever played with the Realishot DC 8200 compact digital camera in silver?
That's the main shot I use in my studio. That is my...
The only problem is this one says it's on order, so it might not actually be there. What about the Ricoh WG1000 camera in gray for $300?
Wow.
We've also got the EOS R100. Have you ever played with this one?
No, not the 100. No.
This to me feels like the mirrorless version of like a Rebel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we've got an open box with an 18-45. Or the T7. Classic. It's a Rebel, Yeah. And so this would be the DSLR version of that.
Of that same, yeah.
But maybe, and this is $619. It seems like you got to pay a little bit more to get the mirrorless version. Or this crazy underwater camera.
That we're sure that's like a 1080 full HD?
It said full HD movie recording. Oh wait, maximum duration 30 seconds for recording. 2 minutes for playback. So we'd have to do everything in 30-second intervals.
30 second for recording. Well, then why don't we do what's most beneficial to the folks out there? There might be some people who would want to buy the R100. They probably won't buy the other ones for video.
True. And I've never actually tested this camera, and it seems like it's using a modern mount. I assume it's on their RF mount or something.
Yes, it is. Yeah. The little silver one is not in stock, eh?
No. Oh. That would have been the funniest choice.
That would have been the funniest choice. Okay, fine. We instead of being funny, we'll be useful.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So we'll see. So what's the plan here? We're gonna get an R100.
Yep.
And we can test it in a studio environment. And do you want to check it as like a little vloggy camera too, or something?
Oh, we could do that. Yeah, we could vlog it. Nice,
I don't know about we. You can vlog it if you want.
You're the one with the arms, with the giraffe arms. You can.
Giraffes are known for having long arms, are they?
Yes, they are. Okay, we're here with Gerald Undone.
Howdy.
He's driving a car. He has a license.
I do.
So this is new information for me. And where are we headed, Gerald?
Camera Canada.
Camera Canada.
Wouldn't we have said that in the previous scene?
Oh, yeah. Well, I like to be redundant.
Okay. So
we're going off to Camera Canada. We are going to see if we can find that camera Gerald was talking about.
Yeah. Good vlogging, Mark.
Thanks, buddy. This is good content.
Think so?
Yeah.
All right, so we did find the R100 with the 18-45 kit lens, but remember that silver one that we were talking about for $179? We found an even cheaper one for $149. It's still an Agfa Photo Realishot WP800. I think this might be like the cheapest camera at the store that has like video, like full HD video. So maybe we can give this one a try too. What do you think? Should we do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look at this bag. You don't always get a bag with a camera, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, this camera's small.
It is small. Oh, yeah.
Do you know?
No, I've already cheated. No. It's just I know the R50 super small. So
look at that. Like that is. I wasn't expecting that small.
wow. Ooh, shiny. Check this out.
Look at this thing. And then it goes back in and back out. So it retracts, and then you put it to 18. It like fully extends, and then it goes in as you zoom to 35, and then back out a little bit to 45.
Yeah.
This is the Canon R100. On this side, we've got a mic jack. Let's make sure it's a full 3.5. Looks like it. 3.5 millimeter mic jack in, remote port.
So no headphone jack.
No headphone jack, unless there's one on the other side. No, on the other side, we've got HDMI and USB, and that is micro Type D HDMI and USB Type C. I'm curious to see if we're getting any kind of power delivery over USB.
Yeah.
The screen is fixed, so no vari-angle screen or whatever. It's
right?
fixed into the body. It's large for the size of the camera, but it's fixed. Little D-pad, and that's honestly it on the back. You don't have like a joystick or anything. Just that D-pad. You do have that's just a mode selector. So you really only have one.
Yeah, the one dial, and then does it have a back? Does it have a jog wheel on the back?
No, it's just a D-pad style.
So there you go. So this explains why this is cheaper so far than the R50.
Built-in flash. Show us what you got.
I've got an Agfa photo, and it is a shiny cherry red, and it has buttons.
What do you got for ports?
Ports? We don't have.
We don't have those.
We don't have those. Oh, that's a handsome cable.
Thank you very much. This is the Gerald & Dunn USB-C cable, which, this is an opportunity while we're getting these charged up. This video is not sponsored by any sponsor, but if you want to support the channel, we have a wide variety of Gerald & Dunn cables available on the Condor Blue website. We're constantly adding new cables. Like I said, right now we've got we've got the 4-foot USB-C. I'm working on a really long one because how I have these cameras tethered, so I can use like power over long distances. We've now got long HDMI, as you can see, like 15-foot, I think they are, HDMI cables for that purpose. And then obviously a whole lot of HDMI cables for camera to monitor, including if you want micro for these ones or full size or whatever. So check it out. Put a link in the description yeah, that's right.
Yeah, link in the description, yeah. And maybe Gerald will finally he'll stop charging his guests for coming here. I had to pay a pretty penny just to show up today. So if you buy some cables, you might make some freebies.
There you go. I thought I'd be able to charge, but...
No, it doesn't. Doesn't support charging or powering to the camera.
So as much as I love my USB-C undone purple cable, it's useless on these two cameras.
But that's not your cable's fault.
That's not my cable's fault. It's
Still
the
go buy the
fault.
cables.
You know what these will work with? Good devices. So let's talk about what this Agfa photo can do.
Well, we have a selfie screen on the front, which that will make this the better vlogging camera.
But are you all set up here?
No. I am trying to find a way to navigate the menu.
Are you even in video?
I am not. That's a good call. I'm in photo. So let's see if I go into my mode button.
Now you're in video.
Now I'm in video.
It's funny that you can shoot higher than 1080. You can shoot 2.7K.
Can shoot 2.7K.
Let's do it.
I'm doing that.
So apparently, you know how we get used to different exposure methods? Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, what's your aperture and ISO or whatever? I'm using a +2 lighter.
I am using the lightest. Relative to what?
How'd you set your exposure? Normal.
Normal. I went with normal. We got 2.7K. Hi.
There's your thumbnail.
Now, it's supposed to have a selfie screen, but...
There's a button here that looks like it switches. So if we press this... Yeah, there we go. So it's not simultaneous, though.
So you get one or the other.
Yeah, you turn off the back. Also for sound, there's no sound in, so you're just getting whatever you got.
Oh, yeah, your mic is,
There is a 1/4-inch thread on the bottom, though, so get your little vloggy stick out.
Now I have a selfie stick that is 10 times the size of my camera.
Why are you holding it?
Holding it the wrong way. Okay, what's up, everybody? Oh, look at this. Auto exposure. This is the best your channel's ever looked.
Looks wonderful.
Wonder how the audio is coming out on this. I can
Field of
see
view
it.
is fine.
Field of view.
How do you know, what length do you normally hold your arm?
Yeah, like this is the closest I would hold it. Normally I'm out here. Like, look at that. That's a pretty wide lens. What would you say?
That's as close as we're gonna get to match the. I'm drifting here. That's me full extent. I'm trying to match the framing. Compare that to the A7 IV. How does that look? For $179 versus, I don't know what the hell that costs over there. A few grand. Yeah. All right, there we go. You know what else you can get with Gerald Undone cables, the Condor Blue website?
Eternal life?
You can get micro HDMI to full-size HDMI in both this angle and that angle.
Ah, like right angles.
With the Canon cameras, or this one at least, now we can go like that. Now we're cleanly coming off the camera there, you know?
Wow, now, where can I find these cables?
Oh, you can find them in the link in the description or possibly in the pinned comment. All right. This is what the camera sees. Much bigger, nicer screen, and now it's a very angle.
Yeah.
You know? So right now we're in full HD 29, but we can go all the way up to 4K 23.98. Picture style, we'll just put it on standard.
Yeah.
Image stabilization is on.
Yeah.
There doesn't seem to be much in the way of, you basically just have picture style. You're not shooting C-Log or anything like that, as far as I can tell. So this is just auto built-in mic. How does it sound? It is funny how we can cheat because we can see it in that monitor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I was just filming my chin.
That's as wide as we can get. Okay, so we will, the digital probably adds a crop, right? Should we turn it off?
Digital IS?
Yeah. Well, we could leave it on and just turn off digital, right? Because then you still get the lens.
Yeah, now we're talking.
And we have a tally light, not really, but because we can see it in the monitor, that's the thing. There's no indication that it's recording on the front either, as far as the vlogging camera goes, you know?
Not ideal for a vlogging camera. We're testing the mic on this right now, right?
Yes, we're testing the built-in mic with the audio set to auto.
Audio is set to auto. The only I'm in the frame, which is probably preferable, but let's see if I can sneak Gerald in.
And this is what my voice sounds like from this distance. You're getting a bit shaky at that distance there. Mark, you want a little help here? From a long, what'd you call me, giraffe arms?
Giraffe arms.
And also I can't see. So we'll see, if I were to try to frame myself up, I would guess like that. And if I wanted to include Mark in the shot, I'd probably go like that. Let's put on the shotgun mic now, and then let's actually set the audio this time.
Okay, now I am vlogging in the Undone Studios. Vlogs Undone, right here. This is the sound of the mic. Let's hear Gerald's voice.
Hey, this is Gerald's voice. I have no idea if I'm in the frame. I feel like I'd be right about here. Yep. I'm not cheating. I refuse to cheat.
Oh.
Okay, I'm using the camera as it would be. And this is what I sound like. So,
terrible. Sounds terrible. Now let's try it out at the end of your giraffe arms.
Welcome to the vlog. Here we are with Mark.
Hey.
And we're about to eat 100 hot dogs. And so let's jump right into it.
And at the end of this video, one person will be voted off this island.
Let's put on a tripod and see how it looks as like a main studio cam.
Main studio cam.
Okay. So I'm trying to frame up the shot the same over here, right?
Yeah.
I got a 35 over here. This we're set to 18 on APS-C. It should be 27. Yeah. And we turned off the digital stabilization, but I'm looking at a really tight shot, which is making me think that maybe the 4K, Canon's done that before, where the 4K adds a crop. I put the shelves right along the left-hand side. I'll record a clip, so now the people at home can see. This is one framing. Now let's put it in 1080p. Oh boy, we're talking massive difference. Okay, so we can't see what we're looking at on this one, but there's that camera there. I don't know, does it look good? The audience, this is a pretty rudimentary test just to be like, look, the lighting in here is decent. We got good sound. Can you use if your lighting and sound is good,
right? Can
you grab what was it, $600-700? Less the US, right? It'd be like $500-600 US.
Yep.
Can you grab one of those cameras, throw it on, and you're making YouTube videos, baby? Yep. That's the question.
Yeah, we're not trying to do crazy color grading. We're not using faithful profile, just standard
right?
profile. This is what you're gonna get.
I think it's auto white balance, like auto everything.
Yeah. All you need is Gerald Undone Studio, and he will let you use anything.
But it goes to show, because the stuff in the studio, like if you bought a $6,000 camera, if you didn't buy that and instead you bought this, you could probably do all this for, like all my stuff is probably a few grand.
Mm-hmm.
And you can easily spend a few grand on a camera.
Yeah. So you'd be better off spending it on this stuff here and cheaper camera.
That's the argument, I think, yeah. And then, because then over here, you've got thousands of dollars of cameras, same lighting and everything. And over here, you saved going from here to here. This is the question. Here to here, you're dropping $3,000-4,000 in savings. Do you feel like that was a good way to save your money?
And I haven't seen it yet, so the answer may be yes.
The answer may be spend more.
Spend more money on your camera.
We'll leave that up to the audience. Okay, let's do one more vlog test with the 1080p just to see if it's doable.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go. This is the 1080, which has a lot more room. A lot more room right there.
Yeah, it's surprising how much the 4K crop was. And if you use giraffe arms,
Yeah, giraffe arms.
I don't know, we're probably both in the shot now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Does
Probably.
that look good?
Whole world is in.
Okay. All right, so this might be more of a 1080p camera for vlogging. Okay, Mark, welcome to the editing desk. We got a tight little shot. This is meant for video calls with just me, you know? But
I think it's nice.
let's take a look at this little red guy's footage first. The bad rolling shutter, right?
Yeah.
And that's the
shaky.
least of the problems.
It's a little overexposed. It's
And changing.
yeah. I really like the May 2022 burnt right in there.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Maybe that's why there was date on and off was an option. It was like on and off. And okay, so let's assume you can turn that off.
Yeah.
But this gives us it's not even the right May 2022. This would be a perfect camera for like found footage.
Yeah.
You know, like for a found footage dog. You notice how crazy once the light's hitting it, it's like, oh, I've got plenty of light. I'll give nice skin tones.
Yeah.
And then when you block the light, it goes, let's make those cheeks
Yeah.
like glowing.
Yeah.
Look at the grill and the microphone here. It's just as sharp as like your facial hair.
Sharper,
Yeah,
than, sharper than my face. If you want background focus, this is your camera.
So there is a minimum that you need to spend.
Yeah.
This is below that. Use your phone. Right?
Use your phone.
Okay, let's see how the Canon did. As far as the vlogging camera goes, you know?
Not ideal for a
You're drifting on focus.
losing focus, yeah.
Is this one of those cameras where the focus isn't actually like phase? It's
not-
like contrast when you're in 4K or something like that. You know what I mean?
The M50, when you switched to 4K, it cropped in and it did only contrast
Yeah.
based.
I'm wondering if we're getting some of that. Let's look at the background.
The frame, which is probably
Yeah.
preferable.
You see how much it's pulsing?
It's pulsing, yeah.
And this is what my voice sounds like from this distance. You're getting a bit shaky at that distance there. Mark, you want a little help here? From a Whoa, that jello, right? That jello.
I almost vomited.
The average vlog is going to be terrible for that.
Yeah.
And it's so tight. Like, yeah, the image is sharp when it's in focus and it looks nice, but this is not usable
You can't
for
do,
vlogging.
No, you can't do 4K vlogging.
This was your vlog at 1080, right?
We just want to see what the 1080.
The autofocus is way better.
Yeah. Yeah, way better.
I think we do have a 4K contrast thing going on. And the rolling shutter doesn't seem as bad either.
This is a 1080 camera.
1080 camera,
If you're
yeah.
going to vlog, for sure. So, I mean, if you're willing to manually focus and you have some nice lights set up, you could get a nice image out of this camera.
For 4K, yeah.
In 4K.
I think the 1080p is usable.
Yeah. I would probably just want my autofocus, so I would just upscale my 1080 to 4K for YouTube.
Yeah, and some of those like AI, whatever, the Topaz, this or that, do
Yeah.
a pretty decent job. Probably lower the sharpness, upscale it, and then you can get away with a $600 camera, whatever it costs.
But if you're hoping for a good-looking 4K with good autofocus, this is not
This
your
is not
camera.
it. This is not a 4K camera. So I guess the final question is this, which is what we posed over there. The price savings, so 1080p for that, but buy all the lights and audio, or spend more money, you can get 4K and do it, and there's fewer limitations on the camera, but you have less audio and lighting,
Yeah.
which is the better use of money.
I would still have the nicer image with all of the lights and do 1080, but I would also maybe try to borrow some money from my mom and get the R10.
Fewer compromises.
Fewer compromises, and it's not much more money.
So which one's your favorite between the two?
I like that I can go underwater with
And you
this
can
one.
you can burn the date and time right into the video, right?
Turn it right into the video.
And then make a worried face.
Pretend you just pooped yourself.
Didn't have to pretend. If you come to Gerald's studio and spend your whole day making a video for him, he will give you these cables. Okay?
Worth.
Worth it.